Yep. How do you feel about this matchup going as a druid? I mean, we saw the wild growth in Massan's hand. I mean, Thijs has a pretty good start with a double zombie chow, which is going to be a little troublesome. But oh, Massan has his own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both players are curving out very well, but the Druid does have the wild growth. As for what I feel about this matchup, as I've said before, I feel like the control paladins kind of match up a bit better against the more rampy wall-style druids, whereas the more aggressive paladins, the lower curving paladins, kind of match up better against the combo druid, because both paladins are Paladin is going to try to be the more controlling player in every matchup, whereas the lower curving Paladin will have more answers for a lowering curving Druid, and the higher curving Paladin, the more control Paladin, is going to have more answers for the higher curving Druid. So unfortunately for Thijs in this scenario, we see that he's running like Zombie Chows, Knife Jugglers, so that's going to be a more lowing curving Paladin, whereas Massan is running Sneasel Shredder and Ancient of War, so it's a higher curving Druid. So in this particular scenario, I feel like Massan will have the advantage.
Yeah, and it's actually, like, if you look at the hand right now from Massan, he's got the Innervate, he had the Wild Growth, so that's going to allow him to ramp up quite fast. I mean, Thijs has got to be worried about a swipe. Looking at this board, I would probably be a little wary of it, but you still have to play into it.
Yeah, one interesting...
Oh,
wow.
Ouch. Is he going to Innervate, coin the swipe, or just wait to get even more value out of it? Alright, he's not afraid of Quartermaster yet, so...
Yeah, turn 4 Quartermaster, not the most common play in the world, I'd say.
No, not indeed.
So yeah, good decision by Massan. He knows that he can wait it out a bit more and get even a bigger value swipe in the future.
Yeah, because he'll be able to kill 2 Zombie Chows, which will lead to him getting the full 10 health off of them, as opposed to only, you know, the 7 or 6 that he was about to have from that swipe. Oh, wow. Double Innervate with the swipe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he can actually coin out a hero power. He can clear the entire board.
Mm-hmm. This is a very substantial turn here for Massan, because his follow-up on turn 6 could be just an Innervate Sneasel Shredder. And Thijs' answer to it is something like an Iron Beak Owl, but then how do you kill the 5/7 itself?
Yeah, this is one of the issues with the lower curving Paladin. It just doesn't have enough answers. You have usually one Iron Beak Owl in your entire deck, but when you silence Sneasel Shredder, you're gonna have to be worried about cards such as Sylvanas, such as these Ancients of War. You basically don't have enough answers in your deck to remove every single thing, every single threat that the Druid has.
Yeah, Ancient of War is especially one of the... I guess it's one of the bigger culprits of being a problem, because you have to equality it because it has 10 health, but if you could just silence it, you'd be in a very similar situation, because it would go down to 5 health in most cases, in every single case. But with only one Iron Beak Owl, how exactly do you handle so many silence targets?
Is silence even the best move on this turn?
I don't even think it is. I don't know where that leaves you. I mean, you might have to do it, but do you equality and attack with your face into the Sneasel Shredder?
I guess that is the play.
Yeah, because you got Dr. Boomer as a follow-up turn, I guess it's fine. And now the Shade has to reset itself, right?
Yeah, Dr. Boom next turn will actually be able to summon Boombots that may potentially be able to contest the Shade as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, ooh, alright. So Ancient of War will come out probably as a result of having seen one equality. Massan must be feeling a little confident about putting it down without being too afraid of running into a second equality. And now he's seen one silence, one equality. That's got to feel pretty good for Massan.
Yeah, both players are kind of running out of cards at the moment, but I would have to say that the advantage kind of goes to Massan, as on average, he'll be top decking bigger cards, bigger threats. His deck just is going to curve out a lot more, whereas Thijs still has the opportunity to draw more things such as shielded mini-bots and knife jugglers.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the board right now, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, sure, Massan has a pretty good board, but does he have to smash himself into... Like, what does he do with that Dr. Boom? Because he's got no good answer to it. Sure, he can, you know, he's got a Sludge Belcher, he's got his Ancient of War, but all it takes for Thijs is some really good RNG with the Boombots, and things could just go downhill.
Yeah, once again, we're going to see how the Boombots hit probably this turn, and if they kill something like the Shade, or they assist in killing the any of the creatures on the board.
Yeah, any of them, really.
Let me
I think Thijs does want to go try to go for a shade kill though, and if he
Yeah,
gets it,
minimize
it's going
the
to change
hits.
the game entirely.
Yeah, it's gonna turn the tides around because right now he's got to be a little afraid of. I mean, do you think he puts Massan on a combo deck? Because he's seen, Ancients of War, which is not something I typically see very often in a deck that tends to run combo because they generally don't go halfway. Some people tend to.
Oh,
Ooh.
so close.
But then again, there's the Knife Juggler and the Paladin Shredder. Now the odds of that Knife Juggler hitting are even higher than they used to be.
Look at that face from Massan.
He's like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think that the combo is in. I don't think Thijs puts this deck as a combo deck, simply because he's seeing the Sneasel Treader. There are decks with both Ancient of War and combo, especially we know Thijs. Wow, he's so happy the second bomb didn't hit anything meaningful either.
Yeah, but if this Knife Juggler kills the Shade, oh wow, come on, Massan. How happy is he after this? Oh wow, goodness, this is unrealistically good for him. I cannot believe this.
Yeah,
I can, and the Keeper of the Grove to kill the Knife Juggler.
yeah, everything's turning out perfect. But yeah, as I
Oh.
mentioned, Dog has had Druid decks that run both combo and Ancient of War, but it's generally not too common. But
Yeah.
the Sneasel Treader just basically says, oh, there's no combo in this deck.
Yeah, it basically it tells you that it's a really, really greedy taunt-heavy Druid, right? That's how you'd view it if you were Thijs in this case. So definitely not putting him. But then again, the Shade here just growing to unbearable, size at this point. Ugh, Shielded mini bot, amazing against Hunter, not so useful right now.
Yeah, just like I was talking about, Massan is going to be top decking big threats like Ancients of War, Druids of the Claw, Ancients of Lore, while Thijs is going to be getting weak threats such as shielded mini bots, Knife Jugglers, or maybe even Muster for Battle.
Yeah, and if you're looking at the board right now, I mean, 13 damage right now from Massan, 14 if he hero powers. How exactly are you supposed... I guess a Lay on Hands could stop some of the aggression, but how much of it really?
Yeah, that's another good point in that Lay on Hands is pretty much the only active card draw in the Paladin's deck, so that's the only way Thijs will be able to get more cards, whereas... Oh, that's a pretty good draw, Black Knight. Whereas Massan has Ancients of Lore in his deck, which and two of them, in fact. Yeah, but I think Thijs is dead.
It's about getting that Bluegill Warrior. Again, off of that Paladin Shredder.
Let me think.
I think that's all this is about. And I think he's going to try for it. And he gets the Shrinkmeister. The game, I believe, is now over. There is no way to kill the Shade. Get it out of the way. Wow, and that will give Massan his first win, which, as you said, very early Paladin curve. This is generally favored for the Druid, since they're running so many taunts. And he did have the Wild Growth.